Liam Evans was an actor trying to make a name. He accepted a role in a new indie romance. Then he saw his co-star, Caleb Thorne. Liam was stunned. A-listers did not star in projects like this. The first scene involved an intimate moment. The director explained the high level of exposure. The set would be closed to ensure their comfort. Liam gave a calm nod. His mind was racing with anxiety. The script had not mentioned such intense scenes. The director noticed his apprehension. He quietly explained the script was recently changed. It was at the request of the other lead actor. Liam felt his mouth twitch. 32 kissing scenes were in the new draft. He wondered if his lips would survive the production. A sleek black SUV pulled up nearby. The door slid open, revealing a tall silhouette. A man stepped out into the bright sunlight. He wore a custom silver suit. The crowd of onlookers gasped and screamed. It was Caleb Thorne. He walked directly toward Liam. Caleb smiled warmly and extended a hand. He was happy to be working with Liam. Liam's mind went blank. He shook the offered hand with a tense expression. He managed to agree it was a pleasure. The situation felt surreal. After they released hands, Caleb's ears were faintly red. He reached into his expensive suit jacket. He pulled out a bottle of oat milk cold brew. He offered the drink to Liam. Liam was momentarily confused. He wondered how Caleb knew his favorite coffee. He accepted it with a quiet thank you. The sweet coffee calmed his nerves. Caleb opened his own bottle. His long fingers fumbled with the straw. It fell onto the dusty ground. Caleb asked if he could use Liam's straw. His eyes, downturned at the corners, looked sincere. Liam pulled the straw from his bottle. He handed it over without a thought. Caleb's fingertips brushed against his palm. He slid the straw into his own drink. The simple action looked incredibly graceful. Caleb took a slow sip. His striking eyes stayed locked on Liam's. He murmured that it tasted good. Liam felt a sudden heat rise in his cheeks. It was almost an indirect kiss. Caleb could have just drunk from the bottle. Why did he need to use his straw? Caleb's throat moved as he swallowed. He closed his eyes briefly, savoring the taste. He asked Liam if he wanted the straw back. Liam shook his head, saying he could just drink. Caleb's mood seemed to lift instantly. He said he would just keep it then. Liam just nodded, still processing. Fans called Caleb over for autographs. He jogged over to the waiting crowd. His long legs covered the distance quickly. Liam glanced at the dropped straw on the ground. It was still in its plastic wrapper. It would have been easy to use. His assistant, Chloe, appeared beside him. She mentioned Caleb had ordered coffee for the crew. Only Liam had received his specific favorite cold brew. Chloe narrowed her eyes with a mischievous expression. She teased him about Caleb's special treatment. Liam nearly choked on his coffee. He pretended not to understand her insinuation. The script reading was in a hotel conference room. Caleb was already there when Liam arrived. He wore a brown jacket zipped up to his chin. He looked stylish but uncomfortably warm. Caleb stood to pull out a chair for him. As the jacket collar shifted, Liam saw it. A dark, reddish mark was on Caleb's neck. It trailed down toward his collarbone. It stood out against his pale skin. They were definitely hickeys. Liam was surprised by the star's private life. He stumbled, kicking his chair in his distraction. The sharp pain made him gasp. Caleb turned with a worried expression. He asked if Liam was all right. Liam said he was fine, feeling an odd irritation. They were supposed to portray lovers. Yet Caleb was clearly involved with someone else. The director called for their attention. Tomorrow's first scene was crucial. Liam forced his focus back to the script. The film was called Palm Springs Nocturne. It was about a young grifter named Finn. He is saved from a dangerous situation by a bootlegger. The bootlegger, Julian, is actually an undercover agent. To maintain his cover, he pretends to desire Finn. He forces Finn to become his lover. Finn recognizes Julian from his past. Julian was once his respected college senior. He is torn between relief and heartbreak. He must rely on this dangerous man for survival. The first intimate scene occurred under these conditions. Julian needed to prove his possessiveness to his gang. Finn was both terrified and drawn to the offer. Their bodies would become part of a dangerous game. The script described them on a rough army blanket. Palm leaves would cast shadows on their small cabin. They were tangled together, fueled by whiskey. Liam flipped through the pages. The scene was described in vivid detail. He felt his fingers tremble. He pictured Caleb pinning him to the blanket. He imagined Caleb's hot breath on his ear. His imagined voice was a low, rough whisper. Liam shook his head, trying to clear the thought. The director explained Finn's complex emotions. The character had to show shyness and desire. He needed a natural reaction of trembling but wanting. Liam nodded professionally. He secretly wondered how he could fake that. Caleb was attractive but not that distracting. After the reading, the director kept them behind. He stressed the need for chemistry between them. They needed to connect on a personal level. Liam gave a strained smile and agreed. Caleb turned to face him directly. His gaze was intense, almost predatory. Liam's breath caught in his throat. Caleb promised he would cultivate their relationship. Later, Liam scrolled through his phone on the hotel sofa. The script's explicit lines echoed in his mind. His phone buzzed with a new text. It was from Caleb. The message asked if tonight was okay. Liam almost dropped his phone. He took a sip of water to calm himself. He replied with a professional tone. He asked if Caleb meant for a script rehearsal. The reply came instantly. Caleb specified the bed scene. Liam sprayed his water across the coffee table. He was sure Caleb was doing this on purpose. After cleaning the mess, he typed with shaking fingers. He agreed, reminding himself to be professional. A new message appeared immediately. It was a high-definition photo of chiseled abs. It was quickly retracted. Caleb sent a new text saying he was freshly showered. But Liam had already saved the image. In the photo, Caleb stood in a steamy bathroom. Water droplets traced paths down his muscular torso. His gray sweatpants hung low on his hips. The mirror reflected a very distinct bulge. Liam felt his face flush. The man was undeniably gorgeous. He zoomed in on the details. The red marks on his neck had faded. They were now a faint, soft pink. It only made him look more alluring. What was Caleb trying to imply? Did he want a real method experience? Liam was not that kind of actor. He sent a pointed, passive-aggressive message back. He would be over after his own shower. He added that he disliked anything unclean. The hint was obvious. Caleb replied quickly. He was glad, because he was very clean. He included his room number, 9007. Chloe peeked over his shoulder at the screen. She shrieked with excitement about their progress. Liam locked his phone, his face burning. He insisted it was just for rehearsal. Chloe gave him a knowing, suggestive look. She wished him a productive session. Liam felt like the whole world wanted him to be gay. He reassured himself that he was completely straight. Chloe ordered his dinner. It was a platter of oysters. She gave him a wicked grin. She told him to build up his strength for the night. Liam felt insulted but ate the oysters anyway. He opened his social media feed. The film had officially announced its lead actors. His name was trending for the first time. The hashtag Caleb and Liam was climbing the charts. His excitement grew as he clicked on the comments. His smile vanished instantly. Fans were furious. They called him an untalented nobody. They accused him of using connections to get the role. Waves of Caleb's fans flooded his personal page. They demanded to know what leverage he had. Liam felt a surge of anger. He wanted to tell them to ask their perfect idol. He wanted to mention the hickeys on Caleb's neck. But he knew he was outnumbered. He deleted his drafted reply. Then Caleb posted. He asked all questions to be directed to him. He warned against harassing his co-star. His studio would pursue legal action for any attacks. Liam stared at the screen, stunned. His anger began to dissipate. The man was reckless, but he was also decent. Caleb's fans were in an uproar. They thought their idol had been manipulated. They speculated he only took the role to pursue Liam. Fans unearthed an old interview. Caleb described his ideal type. He liked someone with dimples and fair skin. The interviewer had pushed for more details. Caleb mentioned light brown curls and a sweet tooth. Liam's hand crushed the empty coffee bottle. The description fit him perfectly. This was not his plan. He just wanted a career boost, not a new orientation. He worried about what Caleb might try tonight. He stood before room 9007 at 8 o'clock. His palms were sweating. A warm light seeped from under the door. He could hear soft sounds from inside. Liam took a deep breath and pushed the door open. The room was dark, lit only by candles. The floor was scattered with strange props. Handcuffs, whips, and a silk blindfold lay near the bed. Liam's scalp prickled. He immediately pulled out his phone. He began taking pictures of the evidence. A strange voice called out from behind him. Liam spun around. A muscular man in a towel was smiling at him. The man's face fell when he saw Liam. Liam glanced at the room number. It was 6007. He was in the wrong room. The man saw his phone and lunged. He accused Liam of being a pervert. Liam turned and ran. He collided with a solid chest in the hallway. Caleb's confused voice came from above. He asked Liam why he was running. Liam couldn't explain. The man from the room was charging at them. Caleb reacted instantly. He grabbed Liam's wrist and pulled him away. His grip was strong and his palm was hot. They ran until they reached the hotel's rooftop terrace. The man in the towel had not followed them. The night wind was cool. Caleb leaned against the railing. His shirt billowed, revealing his collarbone. His hair was messy. His jeans were rolled up at the ankles. He looked more like a relaxed college student. It was a stark contrast to his polished public image. Caleb asked what he had been photographing. Liam was at a loss for words. He couldn't admit he suspected Caleb of foul play. Caleb chuckled, moving closer. He wondered aloud if Liam was protecting himself. His warm breath ghosted over Liam's ear. The proximity made Liam's body go rigid. He could see the skin under Caleb's collar. The red marks were almost completely gone. Liam blurted out that the hickeys had faded. Caleb paused, then understood. He explained they were a rash. He pulled his collar down further. There were only a few faint red spots. He was allergic to the oat milk in the coffee. Liam's voice rose in surprise. He asked why Caleb drank it then. The night breeze felt suddenly warmer. Caleb's eyes curved into crescents. He had seen how much Liam enjoyed it. He simply couldn't resist. That single sentence made Liam's anger collapse. It was replaced by a wave of guilt. He had completely misjudged Caleb Thorne. The wind whipped across the terrace. Liam stole a glance at him. Caleb's profile was clean and sharp against the moonlight. He had wronged a good person. They decided to rehearse the scene there. The script pages fluttered in the wind. Caleb slipped into character effortlessly. He described how he would first approach Liam. They would lock eyes and then he would kiss him. His gaze dropped to Liam's mouth. Liam's throat felt dry. He unconsciously licked his lips. Caleb's eyes darkened for a moment. He continued, saying he would then slap Liam. He would ask if Finn was willing to be his. Liam nodded, bracing himself. He delivered his line, saying he was willing. Caleb's demeanor shifted entirely. His expression became hard and possessive. He grabbed Liam's wrist with surprising force. He whispered Finn's name, his thumb tracing Liam's pulse. He said his men were still watching. He had to show them who Finn belonged to now. His other arm wrapped around Liam's waist. He made a move as if to pull down his pants. Liam's breath hitched. He begged him to close the door first. Caleb suddenly smiled, his character breaking. His fingers brushed Liam's hot earlobe. He agreed they should close the door. In the script, Julian would then push Finn onto the bed. Caleb leaned close, his breath hot on Liam's ear. He whispered that he would take off his pants. The immersion was too strong. Liam felt a wave of dizziness. His legs gave out. His back hit the terrace railing. Caleb suddenly grabbed his arm. He yanked Liam forward. Liam stumbled into his chest. His nose brushed Caleb's open shirt collar. A faint, woodsy scent mixed with body heat. Caleb frowned, pointing at the railing. It was loose and dangerous. Liam looked back. The screws were rusted. The metal was clearly unstable. A chill ran down his spine. Caleb suggested they go to his room instead. Liam's eyes widened with renewed suspicion. Caleb pointed to a nearby tree. A small red light blinked in the darkness. It was a camera. Someone was watching them. Liam was shocked by the persistence of paparazzi. This was the reality of being a top star. He followed Caleb to his room. His mind was a mess. A late-night rehearsal of a bed scene felt risky. What if Caleb tried something under the guise of acting? The room door opened. Liam was surprised again. The space was incredibly neat. The bed was perfectly made. Dumbbells sat in a corner. A vintage Star Wars action figure was on the nightstand. Liam's eyes lit up. He asked if Caleb also liked Star Wars. People who liked Star Wars couldn't be bad. Caleb leaned against the door, smiling. He asked if Liam wanted to watch an episode now. Liam wanted to, but he was a professional. He coughed, trying to sound serious. They should focus on the script. Caleb's soft laugh was like a tickle in his ear. He suggested one episode to relax. It was a good point. Liam agreed enthusiastically. Caleb then pulled a box from his closet. It was a collector's eye on Luke Skywalker. Liam knew it was worth a fortune. Caleb handed it to him. He said it was a gift. Liam stared, pointing at himself in disbelief. Caleb confirmed it casually. He already had another one. Liam clutched the box, his voice trembling. He knew how much this was worth. Caleb raised an eyebrow, asking if he would sell it. Liam hugged it tighter, shaking his head. He would treasure it forever. Overcome with emotion, he patted Caleb's chest firmly. He declared them brothers for life. Caleb grunted softly from the impact. He agreed with a low laugh. The room lights dimmed. Only the television screen illuminated their faces. Caleb's features were softened by the glow. He passed Liam a box of chocolates. Then he offered chips. Liam ate everything without hesitation. He found Caleb's snack stash and began exploring. His cheeks were full like a squirrel's. Caleb told him to slow down. He noticed Caleb hadn't eaten anything. He held up a chip for him. Caleb leaned in and took a bite from his hand. His warm breath touched Liam's fingers. He explained he was on a diet for the role. He wanted to look his best for someone important. Liam's heart skipped a beat. The man was always performing. Liam got more and more relaxed. He drank several cans of what he thought was juice. His body felt warm and his head was fuzzy. He leaned toward Caleb, asking what was in the drink. Caleb touched his forehead. His hand was cool and comforting. He explained Liam had been drinking hard seltzer. It had a 9% alcohol content. Liam knew he was in trouble. His alcohol tolerance was famously low. His memories of being drunk were humiliating. His mind grew heavier. The world seemed to be covered in a soft fog. He found himself clinging to Caleb's cool hand. He mumbled that he wanted to ride the bull. Caleb gently supported him. He asked what bull he was talking about. Liam shushed him with a finger to his lips. Then he climbed onto Caleb's lap. He straddled him, wrapping his legs around his waist. He grabbed Caleb's warm face like handlebars. He demonstrated by bouncing up and down. He told Caleb he was the mechanical bull now. Caleb's throat bobbed. The hand on Liam's waist tightened. Liam demanded to know why the ride wasn't moving. His hands started to wander downwards. Caleb caught his wrist, his voice suddenly hoarse. He asked if this was a family-friendly ride. Liam proudly said he would find out once it started. He bucked his hips against Caleb's thigh. Caleb let out a muffled groan. Liam remembered the rides at bars played music. He leaned close to Caleb's ear. He offered to hum a song himself. Caleb's breathing became ragged. He said Liam's name, his voice thick with restraint. He asked if Liam knew what he was doing. Liam nodded, poking Caleb's hot earlobe. He was driving the bull. Caleb's eyes darkened with a flash of desire. In the next moment, Liam was on his back. Caleb had flipped him onto the bed. Bright sunlight woke Liam. This was not his room. This was Caleb's bed. He turned his head slowly. He was face to face with Caleb. Caleb was on his side, propped up on an elbow. His shirt was open. His neck was covered in red marks. They were a mix of bites and kisses. A loud buzz filled Liam's head. He had done that. He hoarsely asked who had been on top. Caleb just smiled and said Liam was. Liam felt a small wave of relief. He lifted the blanket. His pants were still on. Empty seltzer cans were scattered on the floor. Memories started to return. He rode Caleb like a mechanical bull. He bit Caleb's neck repeatedly. Finally, Caleb had wrapped him tightly in the duvet. He had held him until he fell asleep. Liam saw the marks on Caleb's neck again. He was lucky Caleb was strong enough to restrain him. He grabbed his jacket and bolted from the room. Caleb called after him, but he didn't stop. The cool hallway air did not cool his burning face. This was more embarrassing than any past incident. It was practically assault. He worried Caleb had recorded it. His phone vibrated. It was a series of texts from Caleb. He asked why Liam ran. He mentioned breakfast was on the table. The last one said not to bite his neck next time. Liam buried his face in his hands. He had to bite his neck again for their scene today. On set, 2 lighting technicians were whispering. They commented on the marks on Caleb's neck. They called him messy for fooling around during a shoot. Liam's hand tightened on his script. He had thought the same thing just yesterday. Words left his mouth before he could stop them. He told them he was responsible for the marks. The air went still. The technicians' faces shifted from gossip to shock. Liam coldly added they were just rehearsing. He warned them against spreading rumors. He would take legal action. As he finished, he saw Caleb standing nearby. The memory of the previous night made him want to hide. But Caleb walked over. He quietly said he was used to the rumors. Liam felt a pang of sympathy for him. Caleb's life was lived under a microscope. Caleb thanked him for defending him. Liam's ears grew hot. He mumbled that he was just telling the truth. Caleb leaned in, his voice a low whisper. He teased that Liam hadn't been so shy last night. When the director yelled action, Liam's mind was still blank. But the events of last night had an unexpected effect. Every glance from Caleb made him blush. Every touch made him tremble. He was perfectly embodying his character's reactions. Caleb cupped his chin, forcing eye contact. His voice was a low murmur only Liam could hear. Their eyes met. Caleb's gaze was intense enough to pull him in. Liam's ears were on fire. His breathing became erratic. Caleb's hand slid to the back of his neck. His thumb stroked the sensitive skin. Liam instinctively tried to pull away. Caleb's other hand held him fast. He delivered his line, asking if Finn was new to this. Liam's heart hammered against his ribs. He nodded, both in and out of character. Caleb smiled, satisfied. Then he kissed him. Their lips met. A jolt went through Liam's body. Caleb's lips were soft and warm. They tasted faintly of mint. Liam was inexperienced with kissing. His teeth awkwardly bumped Caleb's. He tried to retreat in embarrassment. Caleb just chuckled softly. He cradled the back of Liam's head. He whispered for him to relax and follow his lead. He gently captured Liam's lower lip. His tongue traced the seam of his mouth. The sensation made Liam's knees feel weak. He let out a soft gasp. His fingers clutched at Caleb's shirt. Their tongues met in a slow, exploratory dance. Soon, Liam was breathless. Caleb pulled back slightly, reminding him to breathe. Liam, feeling challenged, lunged back in. He no longer knew where the acting ended. The scene took hours to film. The set was hot and stuffy. Caleb's breath was a constant presence by his ear. He repeated his lines, his voice husky and seductive. He said Finn could not escape him. His fingers on Liam's waist sent shivers through him. When the director finally called cut, Caleb was ready. He threw a jacket over Liam's lap. He told him not to move, his eyes glancing down. Liam looked. He had an erection. He pulled the jacket tighter, mortified. He collapsed onto the mattress. The director praised their performance. He said the raw emotion was perfect. Liam's lips were swollen and numb. He kept his head down, avoiding eye contact. The lingering taste of mint was on his tongue. Caleb stood nearby, his woody scent filling the air. That one scene had taken 5 hours. 8 cameras captured every angle of his reaction. The next 31 kissing scenes would be torture, or something else entirely. He couldn't sleep that night. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw Caleb. He replayed the kiss over and over. He felt Caleb's hands on his waist. He heard his hot breath. His dreams were a chaotic mix of reality and script. One moment they were in the cabin. The next they were in the hotel room. Caleb was biting his neck, demanding he say his name. Chloe's teasing words came true in his subconscious. The next day, Liam looked exhausted. Chloe handed him a coffee, smiling knowingly. She said he looked like he'd been drained by a demon. Liam choked. Then he saw Caleb. The demon stood in the morning light. His white shirt seemed almost transparent. He looked pure and ethereal. It was hard to believe he was the same person from his dreams. During a break, Caleb approached him. He was holding the Star Wars figure. He said Liam had left it in his room. His fingers brushed Liam's as he passed it back. Liam's heart stuttered. Caleb leaned close again. He whispered that he remembered everything about Liam. The simple act felt intensely intimate. Liam's heart beat faster. He was beginning to think he might be gay after all. Caleb coached him through the rest of the filming. He offered notes and guidance from behind the monitor. His advice always improved Liam's performance. But dozens of kissing scenes remained. They grew progressively more comfortable with each other. Caleb would hand him water without asking. He would rest an arm on Liam's shoulders. He would steal food right from Liam's hand. They were constantly in each other's space. Their lives on and off set began to merge. Liam was acting like he was in love. Then he realized he actually was. He was falling for Caleb Thorne. Chloe constantly asked if they were officially dating. Liam insisted he was just a dedicated method actor. He was simply experiencing love for his role. Filming was nearing its end. The director was thrilled with their work. He gave the cast and crew a day off. On an impulse, Liam asked Caleb about the fireflies. Chloe had mentioned them in a nearby forest. He immediately regretted it. Caleb was a busy star, but Caleb just smiled, his eyes crinkling. He agreed they should go together. He had said we, not you. That night, the forest was quiet. Fireflies rose from the grass like floating stars. Caleb stood among the points of light. He turned to look at Liam. A bit of light landed on his eyelashes. In that perfect moment, Liam knew. He was in love with Caleb. It wasn't the character. It was him, Liam Evans, loving Caleb. The day the movie trailer was released, Liam was a wreck. He was terrified of the public's reaction. He sat on his sofa, refreshing the comments page. Caleb reposted the trailer. His caption wished for everyone to love Liam's work. Liam stared at the words. His anxiety eased slightly. The audience feedback was surprisingly positive. Commenters praised his vulnerable and alluring performance. They said they understood why Caleb's character was obsessed. His reputation was slowly changing for the better. Chloe showed him an online poll. Fans were betting on how many times his character submitted. Then, the paparazzi video from the rooftop leaked. It showed their intense rehearsal. Fans went wild over their chemistry. They were convinced it was real. Liam realized he had been falling for Caleb from the start. But he still didn't know Caleb's true feelings. The film wrapped. Only the final cast party remained. Soon they would go their separate ways. The thought of being apart was a dull ache. Liam decided he had to confess his feelings. He went to Caleb's hotel room and knocked. There was no answer. A cleaning lady told him Caleb had just left. His car was heading back to the city. Liam ran downstairs. He saw Caleb's SUV speeding away. The tinted windows showed him nothing. He was gone. He hadn't even said goodbye. Liam stood frozen, a hollow feeling in his chest. He went back to his room. He was about to text Caleb when he saw the news. A major headline accused Caleb of a hit and run. He clicked the link. A traffic camera video played. A black car struck a pedestrian and fled. The license plate was blurred, but Liam recognized the car. It was Caleb's. The public outcry was immediate and vicious. Brands began dropping their endorsements. Caleb's team was silent. Liam's hands shook as he watched the video. The timestamp was 8:16 p.m. the previous night. But Caleb had been with him at that exact time. They were in the forest watching fireflies. Liam had tripped on his untied shoelace. Caleb had knelt to tie it for him. The moonlight had illuminated the back of his neck. Liam had secretly filmed it on his phone. The video ended with Caleb looking up and smiling. He had caught Liam filming him. Caleb could not have been driving that car. Liam posted his video to social media. His only caption was "The truth will come out." The internet immediately understood. Caleb was with Liam during the time of the accident. The narrative shifted instantly. Fans celebrated their obvious private relationship. The hit-and-run story was replaced by the Firefly story. Soon after, Caleb released an official statement. His driver had taken the car without permission. The driver had caused the accident and panicked. Caleb had already contacted the victim. He had apologized and covered all medical expenses. He was now suing his former driver. The statement was professional and clear, but the last paragraph was different. He thanked Liam for providing the key evidence. He added that he loved the video and had saved it. Caleb returned to the hotel that night. He wore a black coat and looked tired. He stared at Liam with a serious expression. He asked why Liam had done it. He could have handled the situation himself. Liam met his gaze, his heart pounding. He confessed he couldn't stand hearing people insult him. Caleb was still for a moment. Then he smiled. The tension in his face melted away. He leaned over Liam, trapping him against the sofa. He asked in a low, teasing voice if that was a confession. Liam's ears burned, but he nodded. Caleb stared at him for 2 long seconds. Then he cupped Liam's jaw. He said it was a very good confession. He asked if he was Liam's boyfriend now. Liam nodded again. Caleb whispered Liam's name. His voice was soft and full of emotion. He said he loved him. Before Liam could respond, Caleb's lips were on his. The kiss was hungry and urgent. Felt like it had been held back for years. Liam's legs felt weak. His back was pressed against the wall. He tangled his fingers in Caleb's coat. Caleb bit his lip playfully. He whispered for him to breathe. Liam accused him of playing unfairly. Caleb just kissed him again. Later, Liam learned Caleb was an investor in the film. He asked if Caleb had planned this all along. Caleb admitted his scheme was premeditated. Started 3 years ago at a bar. He was having a terrible day. Then he saw a drunk man on a mechanical bull. The man had stayed on it for nearly an hour. He kept yelling for people to give him more quarters. Liam's face went pale with embarrassment. Caleb laughed, ruffling his hair. He thought Liam was interesting even then. He had wondered how he could get him on that bull again. Just for him. As Caleb moved off of him, Liam was breathless. His voice was completely hoarse. Caleb asked what time his flight was. Liam gasped that it was at 4 in the afternoon. Caleb's eyes darkened. He leaned down and bit Liam's ear. He said they still had some time left. Liam glared at him. Caleb laughed, lacing their fingers together. He promised it was the last time. It was not the last time. Liam almost missed his flight. Caleb drove him to the airport. He was smiling the entire way. Liam, sore and exhausted, asked what was so funny. Caleb just reached over and stroked his hair. He asked if he had finally gotten enough of a ride.